Then comes in Muammar Gaddafi. Gaddafi and Dole had this rivalry where Gaddafi was trying to expand his influence in Africa, and Dole was the American ally, resisting Gaddafi very forcefully. As talked at an OU conference, they almost came to blows. Now, Muammar Gaddafi had a plan to create a union of Arab states where he would be the overlord. The United States was able to rebuff that using their influence with, moderate Arab states like Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Oman, Qatar, Egypt, and so Gaddafi felt like he had to continue this fight with America. And so, since he could not bring the fight to America's shores, Liberia became the proxy ground for this fight. And so Gaddafi provided the financing and the training base in Libya for, the Taylor Group. I've heard stories that Prince Johnson was actually in Libya before Taylor brought his men, and so Prince never really felt that Taylor was his boss, which explains how they eventually wound up splitting up. So they trained in Libya, and their transit point of arms and men was from Libya through Burkina Faso to the Ivory Coast. And they started this war by launching cross-border hit and run raids. They would hit in Liberia and run back into the Ivory Coast and receive sanctuary. And rather than the Liberian army fighting the rebels, they began to systematically, again, target the people of Nema County. That created a huge wave of refugees across the border. They would go into the towns, just shoot indiscriminately. They would tie people up in a house and burn them to death. And those who escaped were deeply angry, and it provided a breeding ground for recruits for the NPFL. And I believe that Taylor did this deliberately and diabolically, knowing fully well that if he did anything in Nema County, Dole was going to go in to burn the ground. And so they carried this out, and unfortunately, we've seen the damage that was done to the country. The only one